Manhwa.
manhwa,
Manhwas are a sweet delicacy presented to us from the heavens as this beverage, the divine nectar. They are both a blessing that keeps on giving and also a curse when it's on hiatus at the same time. They look beautiful, are read from top to bottom, thus ideal for scrolling on PC or your phone, and they are high quality colored pieces of art that also have great meme potential. Starting off with 99 reinforced wooden stick. I think this is a great pick to start with, especially if you're looking for a more comedic type of read. It will also remind you a lot of One Punch Man, but in a different light and even better in some points. Here you get a really strong main character, but that is balanced and somehow kept in check. Currently we got 33 or 38 chapters, depending on where you read. It's much lighter to read than your average manhwa and pretty accessible. There are some good amounts of memeable scenes and hot stuff. Next in line is maybe meant to be aka Mesh Made in Heaven. It is a completely different type of manhwa compared to the rest of the list. It's more of a slice of life romance type of story that is pretty funny and really cute at times also. I'll be making short video summaries on all of this soon, so I won't go much into detail, but basically girl is pushing 30, still living with family, family gets annoyed, she talks to a childhood friend, jokingly speaks about marriage, stuff happens, I'll let you guess what, and that's where the real story starts. Oh, by the way, that's chapter 1, and there are 39 to 49 chapters currently available. Enjoy. Moving on to Nano Machine. Story here takes place a long time ago within a world of Murim, with martial arts as the main focus of this series. Now, usually the main character goes back in time, gets stronger, yada yada yada, but here it's not really our MC that goes back in time, but he still gets a crazy power up nonetheless. Pacing for the main plot of the story is on the slower side of things. It does take some time to get there, but don't worry, our protagonist has his priorities in check, and we did get quite a lot of revelations in the last chapters or so. As of the time of recording, there are 138 chapters and they're quite long. You won't get your fill with this one, I really recommend it a lot. It wouldn't be a beginner list if there wasn't solo leveling in there, right? Chances are you already saw this guy somewhere, on some guy's profile picture, as a meme, in your local library in physical formats. This is the reason one of the reasons why manhwas got so popular. It created a whole trend of gaming and solo something concept by itself. It's a classic, it's good, looks great, made by the best studio in the industry, read dice. Not the greatest story or plot-wise, but a good read nonetheless. You were probably wondering why I put solo leveling at number 2. Well, while I do think that it deserves the number 1 spot for beginner-friendly manhwa and also as classic to read, I do think that with the adaptation that we got for Tower of God, it brought a whole new audience recently, and I know that a lot of people are thirsty for some good content. It is one of my favorite series, but I'm gonna be honest, it is quite tough to get into it because the early chapters did not age that well. But since it got an adaptation, I think most people might be able to look past that, and for those who don't want to get spoiled, close your eyes for 5 seconds. Yep, I reassure you, it gets much better, even with just the second season, so don't worry about it that much. So how do you feel about my list? Any suggestions? Again, this is not a summary video, those will come out soon I think, and I wanted to make this as spoiler free as possible. Until then, ciao ciao!